There is a bell up there. It's the original bell from Chapel of the Snows 1. It was also posted at Chapel of the Snows 2, and it's the only surviving component that we know of. It's part of the original Chapel of the Snows. Walk inside now. This is a small section with a bit of our history, some pictures of the original Chapel of the Snows 1. There's some photographs of the Chapel of the Snows 2. The first one was burned down. The second one was a reclaimed band practice room. And then later in the late 80s, Chapel of the Snow 3, which is the current iteration, was constructed in a different location and was established. This is a coat rack. Several bits of historical paraphernalia on the wall. This is one of our sign-in books. We got to do some repair on that. And this is some stamps that we have. Some McMurdo Chapel of the Snows stamps that kind of drives some what we'll call local tourism, looky-loos, sightseers, people coming in. All right, so this is the main area. Really is a beautiful place in person. We call this the $1 billion view. Of course, it's got a lovely piece of stained glass there. And then we have binoculars there to help with the view. People will come here and stand and look out over the sea. And you can't make it out in the video, but there are probably 100 seals out there today. The icebreaker is out there, but it is just not in visibility range this morning. We have a keyboard that is used from time to time. And then we have a storage room back here for different items. Try to keep that secure. And then we have Bible studies in the midweek and a place of solitude and prayer. It is not uncommon to find individuals coming and just sitting and looking out over the sea. Occasionally they will even pull these closed just for almost like a private chapel. As strange as it seems, as far out here in Antarctica, you would think you would have plenty of time to yourself, but it's hard to get away from people. And so this is a good place for that. I'm gonna make a small brag. I assume we're the only place on the continent that has an organ. We're very fortunate here in December of 2023 and January of 2024, since I've been here. We have a young man who has his undergraduate in organ performance and then went on to get his master's and bachelor's and PhD in neuroscience. So he's one of our Stewies, but he just got pulled up to Crary Labs. He's going to be a scientist for us. And we have a piano here. We're always looking for people who have talent when they come down here. The organ performer repaired some of the issues we had with the organ. There were some broken components. He repaired those out of the kindness of his heart. And then the piano, we have a gentleman who is at the South Pole currently, but when he comes back, he's going to attempt to tune up and repair some of the older features of our Yamaha here. This is the Chapel of the Snows in Antarctica. It is the southernmost chapel, the southernmost house of worship in the world. This is it's called the Erebus Chalice. There is a history here of it, but it is a New Zealand national treasure. It is secured and locked into that box right there. And we utilize it for Christmas Eve communion services. And then at the end of the year, it is locked into a special storage case and transferred back to the cathedral, the Christ Church Cathedral, and put on display there until the next season opens up and we have that. So again, this is just some of the spaces. Behind this door is the chaplain's office where I do counselings, and to the left there's a small kitchenette where we prepare our communion and the Lord's Supper things. And then that's also where the NSF USAP, U.S. Antarctica program has a counselor as well. And he does a great job, and we've been sharing the load here as far as helping people stay sane and stay in a good spirit. We have a small functional library here for people to come in with a wide range of different religious reading material. So we're super proud that we could be a part of this community, and I am personally grateful to have been able to, for a short period of time, steward the southernmost house of worship in the world. So I'm going to show you just one more view, which this is looking out over the power plant. But if you can look off way in the distance, that is Scott's hut. It's known as Discovery Hut. It was built in 1902, and it is a very rare opportunity to be able to go in and take a tour of that. Only 2,000 people annually are allowed to enter that space, according to the New Zealand Antarctic Heritage Trust. And I've had the privilege of going in there a couple of times as I got to lead tours, but if you ever get a chance to come to McMurdo, that is something you definitely need to do. I'm going to try to post this, and if you have any questions, please let me know.